Imagine a small business owner named Clara. She poured her heart and soul into creating beautiful handcrafted jewelry. To sell her creations, she hired a top designer to build her an online store. The website was a masterpiece. It had stunning high-resolution photos of every necklace and bracelet. It had elegant animations that made the pages feel alive. Clara was incredibly proud of it. She thought, who wouldn't want to buy from a store that looks this good? She launched her website, full of hope, and waited for the orders to roll in. But they never did. People would visit her site, but they would leave almost immediately. Clara was confused. Her social media posts got lots of likes. People said her jewelry was gorgeous. Why weren't they buying? The problem wasn't her products or her prices. The problem was the website itself. Those beautiful large images and fancy animations took a long time to load. Most visitors, using their phones while waiting for a bus or a coffee, didn't have the patience. They would see a blank white screen for a few seconds and simply give up. Clara's online store was like a beautiful shop on a busy street, but with a door that took 10 seconds to open. Most people would just walk by and go to the next store. It didn't matter how amazing the products were inside if customers couldn't get in quickly. They weren't thinking, this is a high-quality site, I'll wait. They were thinking, this is broken, and they clicked the back button without a second thought. This experience taught Clara a hard lesson that many business owners learn too late. In the online world, speed is not just a feature, it is the most important feature of all. Her story is not unique. Thousands of businesses make the same mistake. They focus so much on making their website look perfect that they forget to make it work perfectly. They forget about the user. The user just wants to find what they're looking for, easily and quickly. A slow website creates frustration. It makes visitors feel like their time is being wasted. And when people feel frustrated, they don't stick around to spend their money. Clara's beautiful empty shop was a silent testament to a simple truth. If your website is slow, you are losing sales, one visitor at a time. In the real world, we are used to waiting. We wait in line at the grocery store. We wait for the traffic light to turn green. We have learned to be patient in many situations, but the internet has changed our expectations completely. We expect things to happen instantly. When you click a link, you expect the page to appear right away. You don't expect to sit there and stare at a loading icon spinning around and around. This need for speed is not just a preference, it's a fundamental part of how we use the web today. Think about your own behavior. When you search for something on Google and click a result, what do you do if the page takes too long to load? You probably hit the back button and try the next link on the list. You don't sit there wondering what might be wrong, you simply move on. Your customers are exactly the same. They have a goal in mind, whether it's buying a new pair of shoes, finding a recipe, or reading an article. Your website is just one of many options available to them. A slow website is a barrier that stands between them and their goal. This impatience has a huge impact on businesses. Every extra second your website takes to load is another chance for a potential customer to leave. It's like having a salesperson who ignores a customer for 5 seconds after they walk into your store. The customer will likely turn around and walk out. On the web, your competitors are always just one click away. If your site is slow, you are essentially sending your customers directly to them. Speed creates a feeling of efficiency and professionalism. It tells the user that you respect their time. Furthermore, search engines like Google know that people prefer fast websites. Because their goal is to show users the best possible results, they favor sites that load quickly. This means that a faster website is more likely to appear higher in search results. So, a slow website doesn't just frustrate the visitors you already have, it also prevents new visitors from finding you in the first place. Every single second matters because it affects user happiness, your ranking on Google, and ultimately, your bottom line. It's a chain reaction that starts with a single tick of the clock. It's hard to believe that something as small as 1 second could make a difference. But online, 1 second is a very long time. Studies from major companies like Google and Amazon have shown this again and again. For example, research found that a 1 second delay in mobile load times can impact conversion rates by up to 20%. A conversion is when a visitor does what you want them to do, like buying a product or signing up for a newsletter. So, a delay you can barely notice can cause 1 in 5 potential customers to change their mind. Let's break that down with some simple numbers. Imagine your online store makes $100,000 per year. If you could make your site just 1 second faster, You might see a 7% increase in sales. That's an extra $7,000 in your pocket, just from a 1-second improvement. Now think about what happens if your site is 3 or 4 seconds too slow. The losses start to add up very quickly. This isn't just a theory, it's a proven reality for e-commerce stores all over the world. Small delays create big financial problems. The problem gets even worse on mobile devices. More than half of all web traffic now comes from phones. People using their phones are often on the go, using slower cellular networks. They are even less patient than people on a desktop computer. If your website isn't optimized for speed on mobile, you are ignoring the majority of your potential customers. A website that feels fast on your office Wi-Fi might feel incredibly slow to someone trying to access it from a train or a park. This is why testing your site's speed on different devices and networks is so important. This 1-second rule also affects how people feel about your brand. A fast, responsive website feels professional and trustworthy. It shows that you care about the customer experience. A slow, clunky website does the opposite. It can make your business seem unprofessional or even insecure. This negative first impression can stick with a user, making them less likely to return in the future, even if you fix the speed issue later. Every second you keep a user waiting chips away at their confidence in your brand. That damage can be much harder to repair than a slow-loading image. For a long time, making a website faster was a job for highly technical experts. It involved digging through complex code, understanding server configurations, and running complicated tests. For most business owners, it was a mysterious and expensive process. They knew speed was important, but they didn't know how to achieve it. They had to trust that their web developer was handling it correctly. But today, things are different. We have a new, powerful helper that can make this process easier for everyone. Artificial intelligence, or AI. Think of AI not as a scary robot from a movie, but as a super smart assistant. This assistant can look at your website and instantly see things that a human might miss. It can analyze thousands of lines of code in a fraction of a second. It can test your website from different locations around the world on different devices, all at the same time. AI is like having a team of the world's best performance experts working for you 24/7, ready to tell you exactly what's wrong and how to fix it. The best part is that AI doesn't just point out the problems. Old tools would give you a report full of technical jargon that was hard to understand. They would say things like, minimize your CSS or defer parsing of JavaScript. For a non-technical person, this was not helpful. Modern AI tools are different. They are designed to be friendly and easy to use. They explain the problems in simple language and, in many cases, they can even fix the problems for you automatically with just a few clicks. This changes everything for small business owners and students learning about web design. You no longer need to be a coding genius to have a fast website. With AI, you can get clear, actionable advice that you can actually understand and implement. This empowers you to take control of your website's performance without having to hire an expensive agency or spend months learning how to code. AI acts as a bridge, connecting complex technical issues with simple, practical solutions. It makes website optimization accessible to everyone, not just the experts. So, how does this AI helper actually work? Well, it comes in the form of smart tools and services that you can use right now. Many of them are free or, very affordable. Let's look at a few key examples. One of the most famous is Google PageSpeed Insights. This is a free tool from Google that analyzes your website and gives you a score from 0 to 100 for both mobile and desktop. It then provides a list of specific suggestions, like properly sized images, and tells you exactly which images are causing the problem. It uses AI to simulate how a real user would experience your page. Another powerful category of tools is image optimizers. Large images are one of the biggest causes of slow websites. Tools like TinyPNG AI use smart algorithms to make your image files much smaller without losing their quality. You can upload an image, and the AI will analyze it and remove unnecessary data, shrinking the file size by up to 70% or more. Imagine reducing the weight of every product photo on your site. The difference in loading speed can be dramatic, and your visitors will see a crisp, clear image that appears almost instantly. Then, there are all-in-one optimization platforms like NitroPack AI or SpeedMaster.AI. These are even more powerful. Instead of you having to fix each issue one by one, these tools connect to your website and do almost everything automatically. They use AI to optimize your code, compress your images, and manage how your files are delivered to visitors from servers around the world. These tools can take a website that loads in 8 seconds and make it load in under 2, often with just a simple setup process. They are like hiring an entire performance team that works automatically in the background. Other AI tools help you understand user behavior. Hotjar AI, for instance, can generate heat maps that show you where people are clicking and how far they scroll down your page. It can also analyze user sessions and tell you where they seem to be getting stuck or frustrated. If many users are leaving from a specific page, AI can help you figure out why. Is it a slow loading element, a confusing button? By combining speed data with behavior data, AI gives you a complete picture of your website's performance and how to improve it. Section 6. How AI finds and fixes speed bumps. So, let's walk through how an AI tool would typically improve a website. Imagine you run an online bookstore. You sign up for an AI optimization service. The first thing the AI does is a deep scan of your entire site. It's kind of like a doctor giving your website a full checkup. It looks at every single element, the images of the book covers, the code that runs your shopping cart, the fonts you use for text, and the third-party plugins you have for social media sharing or reviews. It measures the size and load time of each part. After this initial analysis, the AI presents you with a diagnosis, but instead of using complicated medical terms, it gives you a simple, prioritized list. It might say, problem number 1. The images on your homepage are too large. This is adding 3 seconds to your load time. It will then show you the exact images that are the problem. Problem number 2. You have 15 different plugins running, and 5 of them are slowing down every page. This adds 1.5 seconds. It quantifies the impact of each issue, so you know what to focus on first. This is where the magic really happens. For a problem like large images, a tool like NitroPack AI won't just tell you they are too big. It will automatically create smaller, optimized versions of those images and serve them to your visitors instead. You don't have to do anything. For the problem of slow code, an AI like DeepCode AI can scan your website's source code and find inefficiencies. It can then suggest better, faster ways to write that code, sometimes even rewriting it for you. It simplifies complex tasks that once required a senior developer. The AI also looks at how your website is delivered to users. It might implement something called a Content Delivery Network, or CDN. This means it stores copies of your website in multiple data centers around the world. When a user from Japan visits your site, they get the data from a server in Tokyo instead of one in New York. This drastically reduces the distance the data has to travel, making your site feel fast for everyone, no matter where they live. The AI manages this entire complex network for you, automatically and intelligently. Section 7. Real stories, from slow to sold out. Theories and explanations are useful, but real-world results are what truly matter. Let's look at some examples. Consider a small business that sells custom-printed t-shirts online. Their website was full of colorful designs and high-quality mock-ups, but it was slow, especially on mobile. Their conversion rate was a disappointing 0.5%. This means for every 200 visitors, only 1 would make a purchase. They decided to use an AI optimization suite. The AI automatically compressed all their product images and streamlined the site's code. The results were staggering. Their page load time dropped from 7 seconds to just 1.8 seconds. Within a month, their conversion rate jumped from 0.5% to 1.5%. That's a 200% increase in sales. They didn't have to redesign their site or change their products. They just made it faster. The AI tool did the heavy lifting, and the business reaped the rewards. This is a story that repeats itself over and over again. Faster websites simply make more money, and AI is the fastest way to get a faster website. It's not just small businesses either. Large, well-known companies have seen massive gains by focusing on speed. When the Financial Times rebuilt their website to be faster, they found that users were reading significantly more articles. A 1-second improvement in speed led to a 5% increase in engagement. For a company that relies on subscriptions and advertising, that increase in reader engagement translates directly into more revenue. They used advanced techniques, many of which are now automated by AI tools, to achieve their goals. Another great example is Pinterest. They rebuilt their web platform with performance as the top priority. They managed to reduce their perceived wait times by 40%. As a result, they saw a 15% increase in signups from search engine traffic, A faster site ranked better on Google, bringing in more new users, who then had a better experience and were more likely to create an account. These major companies invest millions of dollars into speed because they know it provides a massive return on investment. The good news is that AI now gives small businesses access to the same level of power. Section 8. Speed isn't just for coders anymore. For years, there has been a divide in the world of website creation. On one side, you had the designers and business owners who focused on the look, the feel, and the message. On the other side, you had the developers and engineers who focused on the technical performance, the code, and the infrastructure. These two worlds often didn't communicate well. A designer would create a beautiful, complex layout, and a developer would have to tell them it was too slow to build. This created friction and slowed down projects. AI is breaking down that wall. It is becoming a common language that both sides can understand. An AI tool like Google PageSpeed gives a simple score that everyone on the team can rally around. When the marketing manager, the designer, and the developer all have the shared goal of getting the PageSpeed score from 60 to 90, it aligns their efforts. The designer understands that they need to provide optimized images. The marketing manager understands that adding another heavy tracking script could hurt the score. It turns performance into a team sport. Most importantly, AI empowers the non-technical person. You, the business owner, no longer have to feel helpless about your site's speed. You can run a test yourself. You can look at the report and understand the main issues. With tools that automate the fixes, you can often solve major problems without writing a single line of code. This gives you the ability to have an intelligent conversation with your web developer. Instead of saying, "The site feels slow," you can say, "The AI report says, our largest contentful paint is 4 seconds because of this hero image. Can we fix that?" This shift is incredibly inspiring. It means that good ideas and great products are no longer held back by technical barriers. If you have a passion for selling handmade candles, you shouldn't have to become an expert in JavaScript to succeed online. Your focus should be on your craft. AI tools work as your silent technical partner, handling the complex performance optimizations in the background so you can focus on what you do best: running your business. It levels the playing field, giving small entrepreneurs the same speed advantage that was once reserved for giant corporations. Section 9. The future is fast, and you can be too. We've seen the story of Clara's beautiful but slow website. We've learned that every single second of loading time can have a huge impact on your sales and customer trust. A 1-second delay is not a minor inconvenience. It's a major roadblock that sends customers straight to your competition. In today's fast-paced digital world, the expectation for instant results is not going away. It's only getting stronger. The websites of tomorrow will be even faster than the ones we have today. The key takeaway is this: speed is the new foundation of a successful website. You can have the best products, the most beautiful design, and the cleverest marketing. But if your site is slow, you are building your business on shaky ground. A fast website leads to happier visitors, better Google rankings, higher conversion rates, and ultimately, more profit. It's the single most important investment you can make in your online presence. Neglecting speed is like trying to run a race with your shoelaces tied together. The most exciting part of this story is that you are not alone in this race. Artificial intelligence has emerged as the ultimate Copilot. It has transformed website optimization from a complex technical chore into a manageable and often automated process. Tools like Google PageSpeed, NitroPack AI, and TinyPNG AI are not just for developers. They are for business owners, students, and anyone who wants to succeed online. They provide clear diagnoses and powerful automated solutions that make a real difference. So, the final message is one of empowerment. Don't let your great business idea be sabotaged by a slow website. The tools to win the race for speed are here, and they are more accessible than ever before. Take the first step today. Test your website's speed. See what an AI helper has to say. Embrace the power of these new tools and make your website not just beautiful, but beautifully fast. Because in the digital marketplace, the fast don't just survive, they thrive. And with AI by your side, you can be one of them.